The Roman Empire was a human feat of might and power, originating from the small Italian city of Rome and expanding outwards to regions of North Africa, Western Asia, and practically all of Europe, extending as far northwest as modern-day England. This empire remained dominant and conquering for nearly 1,000 years with minimal failure. But what brought the empire to such a grand pedestal, allowing it to look down upon its enemy competitors and crush them under their boot like insects? My name is Konrad Domacek, and today we'll be exploring the mysteries of the Roman Empire and what brought it to its peak. Now, the answer to what made the Roman Empire so incredibly successful is simple at the surface and can be described in 3 words: the Roman army. However, the truth of the matter is far deeper, and to actually find what made the Roman army so successful, we must dive deeper into the aspects of the Roman army and how they were able to hold their gigantic amount of territory under their wings of sheer glory. Now, the Roman army was trained to both be fortified in the mental aspect and the physical aspect. So let's start with the slightly more boring one, the mental aspect. So essentially, the Roman soldiers were kept away from their families for huge amounts of time. This led to the soldiers having their personal clan loyalties, also known as their families and love and anything that made them in any way human, loosened. Basically, they were turned into pawns for the great empire. Their only life purpose was transformed into the purpose of killing. Roman soldiers were extremely feared for their training, discipline, and stamina. Roman soldiers were able to kill expertly, and they remained lethal with practically any weapon they carried. In fact, they were trained to kill with anything from an axe, their fists, large sticks, and practically anything else that fell into their powerful grasp. The Roman army soldiers were trained with such immense grit, power, lethality, brutality, immorality, and the ability to slaughter in mass. The average Roman soldier was expected to walk on a daily basis in formation with all of their armor, equipment, and weaponry, an average of 20 miles. That's approximately 80 laps around this track. Alright, now the Romans were expected to do that 79 more times on average in a single day. Another crucial aspect towards the dominative power of the Roman military was its incredible battle tactics that were simple yet ingenious. If the enemy shot arrows at them, they would use their shields to surround their bodies and protect themselves. This formation was known as the turtle. The famous turtle or tortoise formation was an ingenious fighting technique utilizing the shield of the Roman soldiers to create a protective bunker around their soldier group or sentry, resembling the armored shell of a turtle. Forcefulness and innovative strategization of the Roman army and how they were able. The Roman skirmishing formation was a widely spaced lineup of troops as opposed to the tighter packed battle ranks so typical of legionary tactics. The sun should be behind you to dazzle the enemy. If there's strong wind, it should blow away from you, giving advantage to your missiles and blinding the enemy with dust. Everything in the Roman army was incredibly calculated, and the Romans knew exactly how to position themselves for maximum efficiency. The Romans were also able to understand their own weaknesses as opposed to becoming ignorant and arrogant towards them. They also understood the weaknesses of their enemies, which were then exploited and allowed them to control the battle. There were many examples of surprise tactics made by detaching a small unit, which suddenly emerged from a hidden place, with much dust and noise to make the enemy believe that reinforcements had arrived. The Romans were able to skillfully twist the minds of their enemies and strike them with fear, terror, hopelessness, and pure shock, giving them the opening to take down the enemy with sheer mental domination. The Romans also had this relentless obsession with achieving their goals. So basically the bottom line is, the Romans always came back. The Romans had an immense superiority complex that led to a mindset of constant perseverance and determination. This essentially led the entire army to becoming a constantly improving and impressive feat of human willpower. Their failures became their strongest suit because of their self-determination to help win the war. This was an army in which its soldiers were trained to become efficiently lethal killing machines. An army in which its components fought in ingenious battle tactics and formations that led them to victory. All of these factors transformed the Roman army into a catalyst for supremacy and domination. The Roman Empire truly was a huge nation that dominated over its enemies, and it was accomplished by the stunning human efforts of pure dedication, willpower, strength, and durability wielded by the components of the incredible Roman army.